are getting ready for air. Both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Aaron Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Smith on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Smith again. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. To throw is Smith. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean,
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Hey, 626.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A give to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Show, hey, let's go, come on. Get reset, hey, easy. 319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Hey, we got four down. Hey, where y'all going? All right. 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zach Brown in there to get him for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Third catch of this first half for them, and this one is a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Smith throwing again. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Smith now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing again is Smith. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right.
They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried? You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give it to Peterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder. Smith now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Buying time to, and now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this is going to be Packer football. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Mason Foster coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Right. Yellow. Good Liz. Orange.
After the interception, here's Smith. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Smith now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Here comes Cobb. Oh, the spin. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
88. No.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This will be fielded at the 17. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he's flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there. Smith to Dotson. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Last year, the Redskins did not try a 2-point conversion at all, but they're going for one here. Smith now to throw. Forced out, and now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Let's go, come on.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Clark. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Let's go, come on.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7 up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, not lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. Mad, man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a tell me why I would.